Over the past weekend, soccer lovers came out in their numbers to support their favorite teams at the Cape Town leg of the Engen Knockout Challenge. The Engen Knockout Challenge is one of South Africa's leading youth tournaments, and former Bafana player Mark Fish says that the tournament helped players to develop their skills all round.
I'm privileged to be an ambassador for Engen and the Engen Knockout competition. I think that what you can clearly see, which is very interesting, the level of football in the different provinces, and for me that is a challenge. But obviously, there are going to be different styles of play, different ways the different academies or teams play, and you certainly can see the difference in, from Durban to Bloemfontein to Eastern Cape to Gauteng, and obviously now to the Western Cape. But I think what I've seen here more is that there's more, and again it's interesting where there's one or two strikers that stand out in these teams that are playing here in the Western Cape, and that is one of our challenges in the national team level, is to finding strikers. Finding the next Benny McCarthy, finding the Sean Bartlett. If I've missed one or two, I'm sorry, but that is the key, and that's the challenge for us. But you generally at these tournaments, what I've seen are one or two strikers that stand out where you don't see it in the other provinces. So them to realise that we are so focused on what sort of boots we're wearing, what colour, which is the new Adidas, which is the new Nike that comes out, even the new Puma, and we're all worried about social media, about how many likes and whatever's happening on social media. I think that for me it's key that you don't let the outside world affect you as a person, and the key is that if you are a young man, and again I was talking now, and for me it's important that the kids know that we all have a dream at a young age. We want to be footballers, but
with all the games played, there can only be two teams, and the finals were contested between Cape Town City and Ubuntu Football Club. The game ended 1-1 after regular time and had to be decided by a penalty shootout where Ubuntu prevailed 4-2.
So I'm really proud of them, the spirit they showed, the way they served and supported each other. And it's an amazing achievement and milestone for our academy. They've been so organized, they've communicated so well. I think being here in Langa has been such a treat. It's a special place to be and to play, and I think this venue, had it not rained this week, would have been absolutely perfect. So the rain didn't help us, but they did their best to make the fields work, and it's been such a privilege being here in Langa. Sure, I don't even know when Champs of Champs is or where it is or what, so no, we'll enjoy it. We've got many of these kids will be playing in our Motsepe League team, so we've got to figure out how you manage that, and firstly just take a lot of deep breaths and big smiles.
Today's game, the final was very close. We were 1-0 down, and then it finished 1-1. And then, unfortunately, we lost in the penalty shootout. But I think it was a close game. Both teams tried to win it, but went to penalties, and then we lost, yeah.
Ubuntu goalkeeper Kurt Karelse, who saved 2 penalties, says that he's proud of his team's performance and that they won the prestigious trophy.
I learned from so many penalties we conceded out through these years. Many have scored, I never saved. But then I got to read how body language, things like that. I can't describe it. It's wonderful. There's so many words for it, but I'm just glad.
Following the victory, Ubuntu FC will now represent the Western Cape at the Champs of Champs. The Engen Knockout Challenge did not only have a positive impact on the lives of the players who participated, but also nurtured the future Bafana stars. For Our City News, Byron Lucas, Langa.